So hello and welcome back guys to another trade recap. So today we are going to be doing the trade recap of yesterday's trade which had taken on 18th of February 2026. So let's quickly jump into the trade before I show you the journal. So this is the trade overall. I actually got stopped out and the trade ran into my favor. It was because of my mistake. I have to agree. And yeah, kind of I just overrushed into the process a little bit. Okay, so first going on to the day overall I had a pretty bearish bias because while the market was here, if you see here, this is what 10 a.m. 9 a.m. So this is yesterday's 17th, so 18th. We was kind of rejecting off of the 4 hour gap. Okay, so this 4 hour gap, if you see the market here, 6 a.m., 7, 8, 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. everything was rejecting off of this 4 hour gap. Okay, if I go to the lower time frame, 50 minutes, we see here everything is rejecting off of this gap, and we also had a higher time frame SMT. One SMT was present here, which the SMP had already swept inside the daily fair value gap, but uh, NQ had not swept that, mitigated that. Okay. So now going on to the day, we also had an internal SMT of this. So now I was quite efficient in looking at the price and thinking that okay, now we can just head to the downside from here and eventually go and take out this Asian low, and we can continue even lower, and don't know what will happen after that. But that was my overall bias going into the day. Now while the market had opened here, if you see 9:30 a.m. is here. Now, just like not every, but most of the times it has been happening in February is the 9:30 a.m. just goes and manipulates, and we just see the opposite reaction. Okay, it is same like AMD. So it accumulates before the 9:30 a.m. Then the 9:30 a.m. manipulates, then we can see the distribution. Okay, so technically this is what kind of a accumulation. This is part of the accumulation process. Then here we get a manipulation move. This is the manipulation. Then we got a nice distribution to the opposite side of it. This is exactly what is happening most of the time. Either it will happen in the opposite direction, like it can happen, the market can manipulate to the upside and eventually continue to the downside. Okay. So this has just happened yesterday. So now, like, I did everything right from my perspective, but I jumped into the trade a little bit early. Okay. So going on to here, I'll just show you the lower time frame. So lower time frame, as you can see, market had opened up here 9:30 a.m. here. The 9:30 a.m. open candle. Now we failed to displace lower. Okay. While the market had taken up the sell side liquidity and started rejecting of this 1 hour fair value gap, if the market wanted to keep going lower, it would have directly eventually went out and taken out the Asian low. But that didn't happen. We started rejecting off of this 1 hour fair value gap and this 4 hour fair value gap. And also the S&P 500 had started doing the same thing. See here, you see the 15-minute time frame. While 15-minute closed here, we rejected both of the 4 hour and 1 hour gap. This is the what 9:30 a.m. candle. So 9:30 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. candle. So this candle also closed above this 15-minute fair value gap. Now I didn't think there was any like way the market can again come tap this 1 hour fair value gap, which it did. And just because of this, I had lost yesterday's trade. Now, most of the time, what happens after we run through two 15-minute fair value gaps, like there is very low probability of the market coming so deep into retracement and rejecting off of this 1 hour fair value gap, which I had not expected at all. If the S&P 500 would have closed below this 15-minute gap, then I could have thought that okay, now we can had some sort of a rejection and we can head to the upside. But that didn't happen. 15-minute closed here. This is the 15-minute close. Now I was confident that we can just continue because this everything was low resistance liquidity. As you can see here, this got taken out in a single two candles. Okay, so this everything was low resistance liquidity. Okay, so I was expecting the price action to just continue moving like it had happened in January. I don't know which year that date, but somewhere around January 15, 16, something like that. Okay, so yeah, going back to the trade now, when I went to the lower time frame, I was expecting the market to just continue it. So I will. This is also my fault. I didn't wait for 9:50 a.m. to open. As you can see, 9:50 a.m. is here. So 9:50 a.m. opens, we just get ran through to this gap and we close off this gap. Now here anywhere should have been my entry. This candle or anywhere should have been my entry. My stop loss would have been here. Like this would have been the perfect trade. Okay. Even if I would have entered here, stop loss would go below this and target just the buy side liquid. This would have been the first option. Second option could have been as this 1 hour fair value gap close to the upside. The second candle would have been the entry. This is also what 953. So stop loss is just above this low, and we are targeting this high. Oh, so like everything was perfect from my side. No, I don't think so. Everything was perfect from my side because see, if you see, I put in the mistakes a little bit impatient early entry and FOMO. So after a lot of days, I have had this FOMO. See, I don't have anything FOMO, but I don't know how yesterday I have. And the thing to be noticed in this trade was everything, all the trade that were taken outside my time. So 9:50 a.m. open, I have this macro open when I when my trading time window opens, and if you see here 9:46 a.m. that is a loss. Now if you see whenever I've taken outside the trade 9:58, 10, 10, 10, 11. So 10, 11, if you see here, this is also a loss. Okay, 10, 11. Now let's go on the 10, 11. This is also a loss. Okay, now let's see more. 10, 15, 9, 15, 10, 7, 9, 51, 9, 52, 10, 6, 10, 12. 10, 12 is also a loss. So all of the trade I've taken outside my trading window have been a loss. This is a huge learning from my side yesterday. I have not looked into my journal that much, but I have noticed this that whenever I've just broken my first rule that I need to wait for my entry time to execute the trade. So I was very confident that the market will just start running up for it because it closed above the 15-minute gap as well. Okay, I didn't think that we'll get this much displacement if the market wants to come back again. Okay, I think so. I don't know what happened. Yeah, this was the first trade. I'll just show you the session recording as well. So this is the session recording. As you can see, this is what 9 and 33 am. So let's go a bit early. Market starts rejecting this 1 hour fair value gap, and keep in mind that in my second monitor I have the S&P 500 chart open. Okay, so in this screen I have all the like where I take the execution and all, and the second screen I have my S&P 500 open to check the SMT. Okay, so as you can see, the market starts doing this. It starts rejecting this. Then once this 15-minute close, if it's 942, 944, 945. So 945, the market, sorry, the market gives a nice close here. Then I was thinking that we can start displacing here. So as this candle gives us a change in the share of delivery in 30 seconds, I take my entry there. I think that was the biggest mistake I have done here because 30-second change in the state doesn't mean anything. Okay, even if you want to, even if the draw is 100% certain, 30-second change in the state of delivery doesn't mean anything. Okay, I think so. I've put too much meaning into that 30-second CSD means anything, but 30-second gap is getting respected, then we can somehow uh, argue that we can take that. But yeah, as you can see, this as it got candle got close to the upside, I have taken my entry here. This I've taken already taken my entry here, and yeah, see as you can see, I've taken my entry. Now I have not realized that I've done the biggest mistake. I have not waited for 3 minutes. Like if you've seen the bottom here, the time is. I don't think so. I can pause the video. Okay, so now time is 9:47. I should have waited just a little bit. And yeah, that was the mistake. I thought that we can just start displacing one because it happened multiple times. We start rejecting 1 hour gap, we start rejecting this 4 hour gap. We also get a nice rejection here. This candle had rejected this also and also rejected the overall equilibrium. Because equilibrium of this range, if you see this red line, this is the overall range, and this is the equilibrium of this range. So you have rejected that as well. So I didn't think that possibility that the market will come again to tap this 4 hour gap. Okay, like I didn't take that into possibility. Okay. So yeah, that was the mistake I think so I've done in this trade, that jumping on the trade too early, and I don't think so I'm going to be making the same mistake ever again in my life. That not taking I'm going to open my eyes 9:50 a.m. I'm going to just analyze the chart before 9:30 a.m. Then when 9:50 a.m. opens, then I'm going to just open my eyes that time. Okay, I think so. I got a little bit carried away yesterday. So the market just comes here and just stops me out here directly. I start journaling. As you can see, as I'm journaling the app, I've already put it. What early entry, heartbeat, impatient. Like I know somehow that I've already fucked it up. While I'm journaling, it got stopped now. As you can see here, yeah. I don't think it is showing here, but yeah, yeah. As you can see, I got stopped out here, and then like I got stopped out a lot of my percentage. Like I was risking 1.5%, like I got stopped out at 3%. So it's a big loss. I've already written in my board that my overall accepted loss for today was 1.5%. I'm willing to lose, but just because of this spike momentum, I lost like 3%. Like first thing, I think so it I had over leveraged a little bit. I don't know how that happened. Second was I entered the trade in thinking into FOMO. It is technically, if you see here, if I'm not trading the macro, like this is a valid trade, okay, for me, because everything has been done to the upside. We are rejecting this. 15 minute has given a change in the state of delivery. What am I supposed to do? I'm just supposed to let the market go and take out the buy side liquidity, then wait for the pullback, then do. I'm just following my intuition. Okay, so I think so. Yeah, I'm not justifying myself, but I think so. Man, I should have waited for the 9:50 a.m. macro to open, and then should have taken my decisions. Okay, so yeah, there was a trade recap, and the trade just started playing from there overall. I don't think so. Yesterday was a bearish bias because if you have looked at the SMT, the S&P 500 was already rejecting this 1 hour, 4 hour gap, matlab, simultaneously. So while the market had done that, it doesn't give a shit what the market has done here. What the market is doing now, we have to react according to that. Okay, so if we have thought that we are going lower and have just started shorting from this CIHD, then you are technically doing pattern trading, because this CIHD, this 15 minute, what is rejection? This is just a pullback. Okay, if you can if this you can count this a manipulation move also, because 15 minute has closed here. See this candle. You will see here, while the market was here, this 950 50 m candle, this one, 930 to 945. And first was this candle had rejected 1 hour, 4 hour, everything it had rejected this, and we had gotten a 5 minute change instead of delivery. No, until and unless everything is here a fake move and overall we want to continue lower, the market has to keep heading higher, because overall our draw was this daily fair value gap. Because this daily fair value gap was a draw. Now this daily fair value gap got ran through the upside. We rejected the consequent encroachment and keep heading lower, and then we sort of did accumulation and we fell to the downside. Okay. So yeah, I don't think so. Yesterday was a bearish day, and overall, I had went into the market thinking it was a bearish opportunity. But while the market started rejecting the 1 hour, 4 hour, I had changed my bias. So I think so. Going on to this year, everything is being nice only. Like I didn't like over trade. Like I think that was the main reason for me not to over trade, was because I have accepted that okay, I've done a mistake. Now I need to just close the screen and reflect upon my mistake. Okay, whatever the fuck I have done. Okay. So yeah, there was a mistake I think I've done in this trade, that not waited for the 9:50 a.m. to open. If you see 9:50 a.m. water open, this was been a perfect A plus setup. My account also would have been passed. Okay. So yeah, that was overall trade review. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much guys for watching. Bye bye. Take care.